I remember when you made the comments about Drake doing the interview with Bobbi Althoff.
Yep.
He responded, he said, LOL, man, shit's on, not coming to his platform for a second time. And now Elliott 10 toes down doing Yes Jules run-up interviews at Rolling Loud. Just admit the youth took over, big dog.
Yeah, I was at Rolling Loud at the time when it was live. Like, so we're on the feed, whatever their feed was at the time. And I see it on my phone. I'm just like, wait, did he really like air me out like publicly, like in this shit, like that? So I slammed the phone down. I'm just like all of my feelings, like da. And then I think I hit back some weak shit, like so it's public, it's on. Like I don't know if you got my response. I was just like, it's on, because you know you have your behind the scenes shit with people, but it's like, what you remember what I said?
Well, you said I was more so clowning the comedy shenanigans with outsiders to our culture. It would be great to hear Drake speak to us again, even if it ain't me.
Oh, that's that. No, that was before that. So that came after. He clowned me after.
Oh, okay.
So in real time, when I first saw the Bobbi shit,
yeah.
So I'll give you the whole thing. So I saw the Bobbi interview. I don't know who Bobbi whatever was. It's funny because she's really become like a real person now. Back then I didn't even know what it was. I was just like,
well, he found her on TikTok, I heard.
Yeah,
she was like trending on TikTok.
Yachty says they both found her on TikTok at the same time, and they both did interviews with her. They didn't know each other did the interview, the whole thing. So yeah, I just was taken aback that he did it, and I reacted. I said something slick about it in real time. I forgot what I said. So Drake and everybody got offended by my tweet, airing out or questioning it, right? So then I get the call that night. It's funny because I'm in LA. He had just did a show, I think in Canada, and he brought J. Cole out. So to the internet, it's funny how our world is. Like to the internet, it's like Drake just did another sold out show. He brought out J. Cole. He's the champion of culture, blah, blah. And it's like, as soon as he gets off backstage, he's on the phone airing me the fuck out. Like he's texting me crazy shit. He's mad as fuck. And I'm just like, I'm trying to process, like, why is he so mad at me? I don't understand what I do. Like, what's up? So then it finally hit me. It was like, oh, okay, I shouldn't have criticized this publicly. I should have like said something. I didn't say nothing to you first about it. Like I didn't text you like, you know, what's the fuck up with you and this white girl? Like, what is this shit? Like I just went public with it. Like I have no relationship with him. Which again, I looked at it like, you know, obviously I got a good rapport with Jay-Z. If it was Jay, I would have texted him first and said something, right? So again, as we deal with all the time, I'm sure you know, Vlad, it's like, is it private or is it public? So if I never said nothing to you private about I have an issue with you doing this and the shit looks whack to me, if I say it publicly, people knowing our affiliation and we're cool and I've done most of your interviews or most of your impactful moments, I can understand you feeling away. So I had to deal with that. And then I tried to clean it up with that apology. That didn't work. Again, my apologies my apologies never land.
Yeah.
My apologies suck. They never land, but I still feel it's accountability. I want the record to show as I think about it. What did I say in the statement? Read it again, sorry.
Hold on a second. You said I was more so clowning the comedy shenanigans with outsiders to our culture.
Yeah.
It would be great to hear Drake speak to us again, even if it ain't me.
Yes, and I believe that.
Hip-hop media.
That's actually what I believe. Yeah. So it's my fight for hip hop media against this different culture of sort of counter traditional media of like the artist is more in control.
Yeah.
And you're just more of like a marketing tool of whatever I want to get off, and I have control of the whole narrative. Where I feel like what we do, there's a little bit more of an exchange, and I miss that.
Yeah.
So I was calling that out. But again, I have to respect. I have like 5, 6 Drake interviews. I have the definitive one with the Rap Radar podcast. It's like, I viewed him as the guy. He doesn't really fuck with media. He fucked with me. And I stepped on that. I fucked it up. I fumbled that. So I'm accountable to that. I said that. And, you know, it is what it is. And I've tried, you know, so what happens, I do that, and then I don't really hear from him. And then, you know, I apologize to him privately about that. I say everything I said to you. And then I don't hear from him. Then I do Rolling Loud. I cover Rolling Loud for the first time. I'm like, yo, Rolling Loud is like the Super Bowl of like hip hop festivals. Like, I meet the guy, Tarek, one of the owners. He invites me to host it. I get my little hosting fee and all that. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm gonna go host this event. I'm gonna run down, do some interviews, connect with the culture. And then, yeah, in real time, he clowns me for, I guess I did a Trippie Redd interview, and he clowned me in real time. So yeah, I'm just like then mad. I'm tweeting this shit out like, oh, it's on, it's public now. Slamming my phone down, I'm all in my emotions and shit. I think Yes Jules was there, my guy Hakeem from our generation. So it's Speedy Mormon. So they're all clowning me like, oh shit, Drake aired you out, Drake aired you out. It's like, so you know how it is. Like, if it plays to the public, then it becomes a huge deal.
Okay, number 2,
Yes.
Joe Budden.
Yes, indeed.
Number 1 last year.
Number 1 last year. Mouse, Joe Budden.
Now, me and Joe have had our public issues, but we actually respect each other professionally.
Yes. I think you both respect each other's growth in this game.
And I will say this, Joe is the only person on this list that's able to carry a show without consistently having guests, outside guests.
Absolutely.
Which is a huge accomplishment.
Absolutely.
Everyone else, including Charlemagne, needs outside guests to pop. And Joe, with his own crew, his own employees.
Also, again, I'll say, to be fair, as great as Charlemagne is, Hall of Fame career, he's never truly been a lead mic. He's the third mic in the Breakfast Club dynamic.
He's the third mic?
In the beginning, yes. It was Envy, Angela Yee, Charlemagne the God. Radio works this way, as you know. Number one is like the person that opens in and out of the breaks, the anchor, right? You're listening to 105.5, I'm blah, blah. I'm the anchor, right? I talk in and out of the breaks. Envy was that. Usually number two is a woman stereotype who's going to deliver the news or the information, blah, blah. And then the third mic is supposed to be the wild, opinionated person who comes left field and gives their hot takes and salacious type thing. So that's what he was. Even with Brilliant Idiots, him and Andrew trade off who's lead mic. It's two mics. So we never listen to nothing that's go to Charlemagne radio and it's just him, and we listen to him.
But I mean,
Joe Budden, even with a cast of characters, is still the main focus of what you're listening to. It's all listening to Joe Budden.
I don't know if I agree with you, because I think that most people, and listen, I'm real cool with Envy. Just hilarious, I don't know. But I have respect for what she does. My impression is that most people listen to The Breakfast Club for Charlemagne.
That's exactly what happened. They don't deny that. But he shined out of being a third mic, which is unprecedented.
Okay.
He became the focus.
Okay. I see
because
what
of
you're
his
saying.
input.
So he's not the third mic anymore.
He's still a third mic. In the setup, he's not really.
Okay,
well, he's a two mic because the third is not consistent enough as a present. So now it's really a one-man, two-man tandem, but we still play with Envy as the lead and him as the number two.
Okay.
And the rhythm of it. Same thing with Andrew. Schultz plays the lead more than Charlemagne does. With the anchor.
I never really thought about these things. You know what I mean? Because I've done Brilliant Idiots. I've done Breakfast Club a bunch of times. I'm usually focused on Charlemagne. But then again, my relationship is with Charlemagne. So
he's built it. There's no denying. No one's ever done it that way. It's just like me. Like, it's unconventional. Nobody's ever done it that way. We weren't listening to the Charlemagne morning show. We listened to The Breakfast Club.
Yeah.
The Breakfast Club worked the most because Charlemagne shined as a star within that dynamic.
There you go.
That's all I'm trying to say.